So welcome back to the Wednesday reset video where this past Sunday we talked about how to add shine back into our hair using glossing treatments and finding the right one for you. This week we're going to be talking about what products we can use to add shine back into our hair after a couple days of our hair being done. So a lot of times we shampoo our hair and that day it looks great, we blow dry it, we do whatever type of styling products that are needed. But by day 2 or 3, it starts to get kind of dull and lifeless looking, and a lot of times if the weather's been humid, like it'll start to pick up frizz. Well, I'm going to share with you a few products today that you can use while you're styling your hair on those days where you don't need to shampoo it and restyle it again. So anyway, if that interests you, continue watching. Okay, first off is a product that I use religiously only because it works. It really does. And this is the Keratase. It's the 8H Magic Night Serum, and it's a serum that has niacinamide in there, and it's a serum that's going to go in and it's going to actually nourish your hair while you're sleeping. And when I first heard that, I said, well, that's some pretty bold claims, but it actually does work. And if you're anything like me, at night when you're sleeping, I still get night sweats, and when I wake up in the morning after I've blown out my hair the day before, the whole underneath here can just get like really frizzy and dry looking, and maybe the top part looks good, but underneath it kind of puffs out. So what I've been doing is putting this on my hair. I use a very little bit. I take it and I put it on top of my head, my hair on top of my head. And then I'll, sleep with my hair on top of my head, and that kind of protects this underneath part, on top of using a silk pillowcase, okay? And a pillow where there's not gonna be any friction rubbing up against my hair, and that friction is not gonna open up that cuticle again. This pillow is great because I can also, if there's a curve in here, so when you're sleeping, you don't get any face wrinkles, and I can tell you that face wrinkles are a real thing, and if you're a side sleeper, this pillow is a lifesaver. And I've seen it firsthand where like mother of the brides will come in, and I know exactly what side of the face they sleep on because the one side is wrinkled, the other side is completely smooth. And something else that happens is their lashes get all pushed up over to one side because of sleeping on the side. So this combination together, the pillow and this night serum, it's a game changer. It really is. If you still have night sweats and you still end up with issues with your hair getting frizzy underneath. The next product I'm going to share with you is called In Common. Okay, now years ago I would be able to, if my hair looked dull and kind of frizzy and kind of got curly, I would just take my round brush and my blow dryer and go over the top of it again, and it worked beautifully. Well, I can no longer do this anymore with my hair. My hair is just way too dry, it's too brittle, and it's just too dull looking. If I go in there and add any more heat, it just really does, it destroys my hair. So what I do now is I can take this In Common spray, and I can lightly spray like the top of my head and go over it with some heat, and this will protect it, and it does a beautiful job. I'll show you up here how it blows out, and it just really takes away that frizz if I have any accumulation of frizz up there, and I'm just able to get another day out of my hair without it feeling like it looks just really bad. And then another product that you can use, now this could be too heavy for my hair, but if you have really thick coarse hair and you feel like your hair looks dull, you can go over the top of it with this Keratase oil, and you can also use the Keratase, the serum, together. You can mix these two together and make like a cocktail. And I have done this on my hair, but sometimes it'll just be way too heavy and it'll weigh my hair down. But if you have thicker, coarser hair, this is a great combination. Now, if you have super fine hair, okay, and it just is flat, completely flat, but it just looks dull and you don't really need to touch it up anywhere, it just looks really dull. This IGK Disco, this is a clear gloss shine spray. It gives a glassy finish. It gives some UV protection and static control. A lot of people with finer hair have a huge problem with static, and this will go in there and help protect that. So obviously you don't need all of these products. That would be way too much for your hair. But what you do need to do is find out which product works best for you. do me a favor, if you're unsure about what product would work best for you, leave a comment down below and let me know what type of hair you have, and I'll kind of help you figure out which direction you should go in. And I forgot to mention too, with this 8H Magic Night Serum, you can use this on your hair during the day too. There's plenty of times I'll go in and I'll just use it on my hair during the day, because I feel like that's what it needs. And this In Common Spray, you can use this on your hair when your hair is wet or dry, and when your hair is already dry and you just need to do like a refresh. Your hair still feels dull. It's not that you need more products, we just need to use the right products. And I've shared this over and over again in these videos, is that even if with my makeup, like things have changed, right? So we need to adapt the change in our hair and our styling products now, not what it was like 10 or 15 years ago. It's just as our hair is today. So if you haven't seen this past Sunday's video, don't forget to check that out, because that's all about what gloss is right for your hair type. And make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos, and hit that notification bell so that you do get notified when I do upload new videos. Because next week, Sunday's video, how to heat style your hair without damaging it. And that's a really, really important one. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you gained some value. If you did, please consider subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.